Welcome back to Bachelor Happy Hour's Golden Hour. Thanks for joining us. We're so excited to be back yet again this week. Susan, how are you doing?
I can't wait. Bachelor Nation fans, wait till you hear about today. And make sure you've checked out all our episodes because we are having fun.
We are having so much fun. But I want to know, Susan, real quickly, arm getting better, the wrist getting better, healing?
Actually, the pain is less now. We're under a 4. However, yesterday, when it starts feeling better, you tend to use it. And that set me back a little bit. But yes.
Yeah. Well, just remember your 4 is somebody else's 10. So take those drugs he prescribed. Okay. Today we have a really special guest from Grant season. She is gorgeous. She's fabulous. Welcome, Allie Joe, to Golden Hour. How are you doing today?
Hey,
Thank you so
Allie.
much. Hi, I'm doing great. How are you, ladies?
We're fabulous.
Good. Well, I'm here. I'm mending.
She's mending.
Yes, I see that.
Yeah.
I see the boxers, though.
Boxing. It was not boxing, I promise.
Okay, well, I'm glad to hear that.
So you live in Fort Lauderdale, but you're a Jersey girl. Susan's from Philly. I'm from Newton, Massachusetts. So we've got the New England Atlantic coast covered here today.
We do.
Yeah, we love it.
Go East Coast.
And you're you teach boxing.
Yes, I do. I teach Rumble boxing. So it's
What's Rumble? What?
So Rumble boxing is a 45-minute workout. You have strength training and boxing. It's 10 rounds. Every round is 3 minutes. It started in New York City. I've been with the company for a couple of years. I'm the head trainer in Fort Lauderdale, but I do work for the company on the corporate side. So I'm not just the trainer. I do a lot of the back end stuff for the company as well. I help open studios a lot in the South Florida market right now. I did a lot in North Jersey when I was living there. Wow. And I love what I do.
Nice.
I truly do.
I had a trainer one time doing boxing, Kathy. My knuckles would be swollen and I'd get to the salon and my boss would say, "What are you doing? That's your money
so
maker."
Allie, that's my question. I'm a crazy girl. I work out in the gym a lot and my trainer also teaches boxing. So I got boxing gloves and I loved it. I did flex, but my hands were like knuckles were hurting. What's the deal? Is that just a thing?
Well, are you wrapping your hands, first of all?
Oh, hell no.
We're probably doing it wrong.
Oh, of course I will.
Your hands, and then we'll chat. And make sure you have good gloves. Like there's 12 ounces, 14 ounces, 16 ounces.
I don't know, but my guy told me what to get. And I loved it. Like I had the quick move, but it was killing my hands. So wrapping. All right, maybe I'll try it again.
How's your left hook, Kathy? The left hook coming in. Yeah.
You know what? I didn't need boxing lessons for that, Susan. That came naturally.
Don't mess with the Northeast. That's all.
That's right. All right. So Allie, we want to get to know you a little bit better. And you're going to give us some advice to Bachelor Nation. We're going to ask you all kinds of questions about the show.
So many questions.
We have so many questions.
So excited to answer them. I love it.
All right. First, we're dying to know, what was it like being in person at AFR and seeing your Bachelor bestie get engaged to Grant, which, by the way, was also, if we're being technical here, your ex.
If we're getting technical, honestly, it was a great time. I'm so happy I got the opportunity to go because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to, but I was so happy to support Juliana. And I'm so happy for her and Grant. And it was exciting. It was really cool to watch live because I've been watching the show since I was a little kid. I'm 31. So to see it live, obviously I did the tell all, but it's just different. The energy is different.
It is.
Meeting the alumni that I've watched on TV, I see on social media. It was a really cool experience.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God. So first and foremost, have you talked to Juliana?
Yes, I talked to Juliana, of course.
She's so happy.
She is so happy. I think also overwhelmed. It's such a whirlwind. You're dealing with so many emotions and,
media,
family, social media. Yeah. I've definitely, I feel like I always tell her, if you need somebody to lean on, I'm here. She's very, very close with her sister. I'm very close with my sister as well. And that's kind of how we also linked up, Juliana and I, because we're very, very tight with our family. But I saw her right after. She had a little after party, and it was really fun. It was great. It was
and both East Coast as well. You have to know though, as soon as I found out where you were from and your eyes and your beauty, I was rooting for you. I really was.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
we got to get into your dating life, but we have some more. We have some more questions on this. Of course,
the Zoe.
We're going to hit you on Zoe. We're going to hit you. But here's the thing. I have to say, before we all know edits, right? We all know that the way it's portrayed. And, people stand up for you saying you're a lovely person, and you are clearly nothing but a lovely person. So tell us about that. Like, are you friends now? Because, I was the villain with Teresa, or maybe you don't know, on our show, and we're fine. So tell us about that.
Her and I are good. Like, we squashed it the next day. It wasn't shown. Like, there was instances where you can see her and I sitting on the couch. I saw her at AFR the other day. We FaceTimed last week. We took a photo the other day. So her and I are good. Like, I always say, like, I can, in the moment, I'm not looking back on it. It wasn't the best thing, but I always am true to myself. And I'm not saying yelling is true to me, but like, I didn't think about it. Something was bothering me and I said it, and I might have not reacted.
I don't know. I think she is me how many years ago? I mean, I'm exactly... Yeah, I'm exactly the same way. You have to speak up.
If not, you end up resenting them, right?
And I always say, my favorite quote, and I've held this with me for like the last 10 years, especially my career, closed mouths don't get fed. And I always say that, and I live by that quote. It's one of my favorite ones.
It is also about the delivery, correct?
Yes. Yeah, and it wasn't not good. It was not a good delivery, but I owned it, and I apologize.
It was not that bad. It really wasn't. Kathy Zip It took all.
So,
you know what, Teresa? Zip it. My favorite.
But Teresa and I are over it. It's, we're friends. It's, so I empathize with you. I also love the fact, Allie Jo, that you say on one of the shows, you said, I believe in fighting for yourself. I love that. It just shows such confidence that you have great, not only are you beautiful, but you clearly are a woman who has confidence. And, I love that. I love to see women empowered and doing your thing. So,
Allie Jo, do you feel you built even more confidence being on the show, or were you like this prior, but it brought out?
Yeah, I've always been like, listen, I think there was definitely growing up, I had a lot of insecurities with things that I've dealt with personally, family, my body image. Like, I danced my whole life. And from a young age, I always remember like looking at myself in the mirror, and I was bigger than the other girls. And that kind of messed with my head. And I was like 8 years old, and that kind of stayed with me. And I really got into the whole fitness background, honestly, when I was in middle school. But even before that, my dad would train my sister and I. We would go on runs. We would run up and down the stairs in our house. We would have a deck of cards. He would flip it over. If it said 8, he'd make us do 8 sit-ups, 8 push-ups. So
my God.
I learned that at a really young age. But I think my confidence has come from just me being independent. My mom raised me really independent, and just like, I don't like to kiss anybody's ass. I'm me. I can be in a room full of people. If we don't like each other, or you don't like me, I can still be in the room with you and sit there. And I like to go to sleep at night with my head on my pillow, knowing like I'm true to me and
true to yourself.
Okay.
Someone will love that.
Okay. So let me ask a question. If you, so many questions. You got into boxing. I don't know. Just how did you get into boxing? Because fitness, I'm stunned by you saying that you're bigger than the other girls. I could blow you away with you're gone. So you're tiny. So I don't know where that came from. But
when I was little, I felt that way though. And growing up, I always had just like some bad body image issues. Yeah. But I've grown from it.
Well, that's not your era. I was going to say our era, everybody was twiggy. You had to be this big, Yeah. Nowadays, people with a full figure is awesome.
I love it. Yeah.
So how did you get into boxing? Obviously, you're a fitness person, but boxing, that's not a typical thing for women.
Yes.
Becoming one.
Of course. So I went through some things in high school. I kind of have a similar background to Grant. I haven't really been able to talk about this on the show and other, podcasts and stuff, but I do have a very, very similar upbringing with my dad, who did have some abuse issues, substance abuse with pills and stuff like that. And he was my coach growing up. I played soccer, I did sports, and I always idolized him, and I wanted to make him proud, and my mom. Like, I danced, I was very, very active. But then in high school, I went to a high school for dance, and I fell out of love with it. I loved it. And then I was like 15, 16, 17, and I just hated it. I didn't like myself. I was going through really bad things mentally. And my cousin was like, come to a kickboxing class. So I did, and I fell in love with it. Began. And I picked it up through dance. I feel like you have to have tempo and rhythm. So that's where a small part of it started for me.
Wow.
I love it.
So dating, would you date
Yeah.
Susan and I talk about this all the time.
All the
I'm a
time.
fitness freak. I mean, I'm ridiculous.
We got to work out together.
I would love it. I work out a lot. I lift weights. I do heavy stuff. And I love it,
Date somebody that does it, though.
Would I?
Is that important to you to have a guy that's into that kind of fitness?
I actually just had a conversation about this the other day. So it's not like the end all be all for me. Like, I've really worked on myself the last couple of years, and especially living in Florida, like I've really learned balance. Like, I wouldn't go out in Jersey because I didn't want to go out at night because I had to wake up and go to the gym, or I had to wake up and teach a 6 a.m., 7 a.m. class. But now being like 31, there's more to life than what you look like and waking up. I want to have a cocktail at night. I want to sometimes stay out till 3 a.m.
You want to have a life.
Yeah, I want to have a life. So for me, I don't need the person that I'm dating to be obsessed with the gym. But like, if you want to go take a class or go on a walk with me, amazing. A lot of times I feel like guys approach me talking about the gym because they think that's what I want to hear. But that's my
something in common.
Yeah. And that's my career. So like, I'm training people, I'm teaching classes, I'm working out. So sometimes I don't really want to talk about the gym. Like, I live it all day.
Yeah.
If your bed,
subscribe to The Middle.
Tune in to Locatora Radio Season 10 today.
Mundos and MTV3. You could turn on the TV, you see Thalia, you see J-Lo, Nina Scott.
Flexible plans start at just $5 a month.
Room has you covered. Their expert medical team is ready to treat a variety of illnesses and injuries. Best of all, without the hassle and the long wait. Open 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily. They're available when you need them most. The Urgency Room. Visit them today in Eagan, Woodbury, or Vadnais Heights. Coming to Golden Valley this summer.
Do you have a romantic side of you? Are you how they say you wear your heart on your sleeve? Are you that person?
I think
do you have the tough exterior and you keep it all in? Do you protect yourself?
A little bit of both. I've been told that I'm pretty tough or intimidating, which is crazy to me because I don't think I am. I just think
Raise your hand if you are intimidating or men think you are.
That's all we hear. I swear.
Which I feel like is a good thing, kind of, because that means I feel like you're just like strong and you know who you are. Do I wear my heart on my sleeve? Not all the time. I am sensitive. And if something is bothering me or if you're doing something I love, I will tell you. But it takes me a minute. I like to take my time. I don't like to rush into anything.
So what? Okay. So, you said you'll date a guy with a big paunch and out of shape. That's a joke. What qualities? What are you looking for in a date? And are you dating? Let's just stop right there. Are you dating?
Do tell. It's been soon, so.
It's been a while. Yeah, like dating here and there. I feel like it's really hard right now at my age. Everybody is so like hyper-focused on social media and like that's just not what I'm really looking for. Like even like in a partner, I don't care how many followers you have. Like just be a good person. And like, I just want somebody who's, keeps it real and could be my best friend. Have I been dating? Yeah, here and there. I've gone on a couple of dates, but I'm just kind of riding the wave and I don't want to force anything. I want it to happen on its own. I feel like when you're not looking, that's when it happens.
It does. I'm truth to that. But how about your DMs? Like, remember Kathy and I talked about this 100 times. Everybody said, oh my gosh, you're going to be getting millions of them. We did. Okay.
You did or you didn't?
We did not. We got DMs. We got DMs from 30-year-old guys from 80.
Yeah, a couple of those. But I think the problem was the social media thing. A lot of people our age do not get on. They don't even know what Instagram is.
Yeah,
but
I know.
I imagine your box is full.
First of all, my mom is probably like your age too. And when she like looks at a picture, I'm like, don't like it. And she's like zooming in. I'm like, please don't like the photo, Mom. I'm just showing you what the guy looks like. But no, my DMs, I don't know. I have like a bunch of requests. I'm lazy. Like I have like a lot of notifications, but honestly, a lot of college kids have messaged me, like guys and girls. And they're like, can you come to our frat party? Can you come to do this sporting event? But
would
yeah,
you
I mean, a
ever
couple of people in there.
Consider dating somebody that you read a message from? Would you give that? Would you be open?
No, I need to see them in person. I'm so about personality. It's not just about.
Okay, so that's back to my question. What are the qualities, personalities? Tell me what you're looking for in a guy.
I'm looking for somebody who is very close to their family. Very family oriented is something that's huge for me. If you're not close with your family, that's okay. But I'm super close with mine. So if you're dating me, you're like also dating my mom and my sister. We Like my sister was going on a date the other day. She was like sending us photos. So like I'm really close with my mom and my sister. So somebody who's family oriented, but also just somebody that could be my best friend and that I can rely on. I feel like I'm a very reliable person and I don't always get that in return from relationships, friendships. So I just want to be able to have somebody like do something for me without me asking.
Yes, they know.
And that's hard to find. Yeah. And somebody that just can like sit on the couch and chill with me, have a glass of wine and be goofy, or like go out to dinner, have a couple of drinks. I want to be able to do everything with somebody.
Well, Are you dead set on dating a Jewish man? Excuse me, Kat.
Yeah.
No, I'm not dead set on dating just a Jewish man. I am Jewish. I am not like very religious. I do believe in the traditions. I've had 2 serious relationships in my life. One of the guys was Jewish. The other one was Italian. My stepdad's Italian. Like I feel like Jewish and Italian people are very similar. But yeah, religion isn't like the end all be all for me. Cause listen, both my parents are Jewish, they're divorced. So I don't necessarily believe in that if you marry your religion, it's a fairy tale. So
it happens.
Exactly.
Well, what I was going to say is I'm hearing, which I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I'm hearing the same thing out of your mouth. You're very articulate. You're beautiful. You have a successful career. And what she's looking for, what you are looking for, Allie Jo, it sounds like the younger version of what Susan and Ira was saying. So in some ways, the generations just are the same. We're looking for the same thing.
And they're out there. I gotta believe that they're out there.
I hope so. I want to be challenged. I want to be challenged too. Like I want somebody to grow with me, not grow apart. Like whoever I marry or date, whatever. Like I just want to be able to grow with that person and be on the same page. But I love a challenge. So someone who can keep me on my toes is very important. I said that to Grant because he was really tall. But like literally, I do want you to keep me on my toes. And like,
how tall are you? How tall are you, Allie?
5 foot.
Oh, jeez, Louise.
Okay, Susan. A teeny girl.
She's a teeny girl.
Mighty, small and mighty. How about Paradise? I was going to
say, drum roll, together, Susan. Would you do Paradise? And who do you want?
If you go, I'll go.
Well, we wanted to. We heard the announcement that night. We were both like, they better call.
If you ladies go, I'll go.
Okay.
I don't know.
Allie Jo, here's the thing, Susan. Yes. I am not standing next to her.
I'm going to be her best friend because she's going to protect me and my boo-boo.
Yeah, we'll work out and then we'll like have like a glass of rosé or something or tequila.
I love this. Okay, all we got to do is get the invitation, Susan. Make it happen, Allie Jo.
Make it happen now.
Who do you want to see there, Allie Jo, besides us? Who else would you like to see there?
Is there anybody in particular you'd like to be or a few?
I'm not sure because like I did take us off some watching of some of the seasons. So I kind of, if I do go, I would like to just like go in with a kind of like a clean slate. I don't necessarily need to know everything about somebody. I think that's what like the part of the journey and the process is. Well, and I feel like also if I know something about that person, I might feel intimidated. Like, oh, this person does this or this person does this. Like that might intimidate me. So I kind of just want to like, if I do go, because it's not 100%.
So you're not going to give us names of guys you would like to be, that you would like to see there, which I think makes sense. But Allie Jo, what guys would you like to see there?
She disappeared.
I'm not sure. I have to, if I was to go, I kind of, again, like want just a clean slate. I don't want to walk into there being, I know every single thing about this person. Do I find some people attractive? Yeah, absolutely. Of course. But to me, it's personality is what makes you attractive. So you could be the hottest person on the block, but like your personality could not be.
And new people, new faces, people you've never seen before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Would you be open
to meet a stranger?
Yeah. Or you meet lots of strangers and they become your besties. Right. Would you consider an engagement? Do you want kids? I mean, tell me what's your 2-3 year game plan here?
Yeah. I mean, I don't like to put a timeline because if I was in my head, I would have already been married with like a kid or two. And it's so crazy because I've always had like a plan for myself. And I feel like right now at 31, I'm actually a little nervous because I don't necessarily have like a 5-year plan. I'm very goal oriented and I like to set goals and there's no ceilings. But, in the next 3 years, at least, I would of course want to be married, own a house. I would like to live somewhere warm. That's kind of why I moved out of Jersey. And I definitely do want a family, probably 2 kids. And I just want to be happy and be able to be there for my kids.
Did you hear all this? She has no plan at all.
No plan at all. It sounds to me like she's just going with the flow.
Right now, for once in my life, I'm going with the flow, which is not normal for me.
But that's a good thing. That keeps you healthy. That keeps you alive.
And like you just said, when you least expect it.
Oh, it's so true. It's all right, guys. So before we get into our listeners, what they wrote in, we're going to start with Kathy and I call the question of the day. You want to read it, Kat?
All right. Here we go, Allie Jo. What do you think are the most important qualities to look for in a potential partner? You sort of answered it a little bit, but
yeah, you did.
I want more specifics here.
Okay.
I'm drilling.
Someone that's trustworthy. Again, I said before, somebody that is reliable, someone that's outgoing and doesn't take things too seriously and has a fun side, but not too fun. There are parts of life that you need to take seriously. Someone that can support me, not emotionally, and someone that allows me to be independent, because I am independent. And I think that's what I struggle with of finding someone, is that I am sometimes too independent, which isn't a bad thing, but I want somebody to be able to kind of crack that for me, doing everything for myself.
Okay. And somebody who loves and is involved with his family, because you had said that earlier as well.
So
I don't think we're different, Kathy.
Well, I was just going to say, Allie Jo, many of what you just said. So I'm looking, I'm not looking to start a family. Let's start there. I'm not looking.
Thank God.
Thank God. I have 3, and I'm taking it at that. But I am also looking, and Susan, you're about to get the same question here. I'm also looking for the guy who is kind. I am just like you. I'm smart. I'm outspoken. Sometimes I say what I think, but like you, I can tell I have a kind heart too. So I'm looking for a guy that recognizes that in me and isn't put off by my mouth that just sometimes runs away with me. And a kind man, and a man, I want to spoil him. You want to spoil me. We're looking for the same things. What about you, Susan?
Just about the same. He's got to have a sense of humor.
I love it.
Oh, sense of humor.
Huge. But and a kind heart. Just somebody that loves me for me, for who I am, and accepts the big personality and the type A. Yeah.
Somebody just said, I admit it. Someone just said to you and me, Susan, I don't know, but Allie Jo, I bet you're exactly the same. When you meet a guy and they say to you, wow, you're a lot, which I get that from men.
Yes,
you're a lot.
Yes.
You're smart. You're funny, but you're a little intimidating. I never had an answer for that.
Nobody says it though, Kathy. Nobody actually says.
I've had a couple of men
the
say
intimidating words.
Yeah,
I've had some things.
Yeah, but you know what? Do you know what the answer to that is? Then I guess you're not the guy for me. If you're intimidated by me, it's how simple is that?
That's good.
And somebody else will love you for who you are. I always say that when one door closes, guess what? Then there's another one. I don't ever want to settle in my life, in my relationships, friendships, anything. I will never settle. So I'll know when I find that person that's my person.
Okay. And here's the line. If you're too much, they're not enough.
Amen.
I love that.
Whoa,
I just made that up in my head. It just came to me.
I'm going to steal that. I'm going to put it in my Instagram bio.
I may or may not have stolen it, Allie Jo. I'm just kidding. I did not come out of it. Okay, so we're going to give some advice, and that this our listeners writing questions, and we're going to ask you to help us.
Yes, we want you to give advice. Okay, I'll read the first one, and this is from Anonymous. Hi, ladies. I need your help. I really need help. Lately, my boyfriend of 3 years has been making a ton of jokes about wanting to hook up with his best friend's sister. He says it all the time, and he's done so many times right in front of me and my friends. He makes crude jokes a lot, so that's not the issue. I just feel like this is crossing a line. I started to tear up one time, and he apologized and said, "It's just a joke. Relax." Am I overreacting? Thank you so much. Love you, ladies. Whoa.
Okay, Allie Jo, what says you?
Okay, Allie Jo, you're first.
That is a joke that's not funny, first of all. So go read a book or a comedy book and find other jokes, because that's not funny. Number one.
Not a joke.
Number two, if it was me in that position, I wouldn't hopefully be that. But I would go to the girl that he's talking about and say hey,
Something going on here? No.
Yeah, I would just go straight to her and be like, what's going on? Because once you say something multiple times, it's kind of like, okay, you said it so many times, it's like believable at this point. So like, I would go right to her, the girl.
What? But wait, he doesn't say. He doesn't say. He doesn't. This anonymous doesn't say he said it to her.
Even there.
No,
right?
no.
Oh, like she doesn't know.
She doesn't know. The girl that we're in question here, we're not sure if she knows.
Well, I would pull her aside or pick up the phone and say, hey, I just have like a question, you know, and it's okay if this has happened. Have you ever hooked up with my boyfriend, whatever his name is?
So you think he's already done it and you want to question? Oh, okay. So I read it too. He's in front of friends. They're all together all the time. And he constantly says, yeah, I want to hook up with such and such's girlfriend.
Okay. Can I be the elephant in the room here?
Yes, go.
Allie Jo, you hinted at it. I don't think I'd be with a guy who made those kinds of when she said he makes crude jokes and that's not the issue. Did you see me nod? For me, that would be an issue. I don't want a man who's crude. I don't want a man who's making jokes about hooking up with anybody. I don't think it's funny.
Disrespectful.
So I probably wouldn't be with him.
Disrespectful to me.
It's like fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. My mom always like taught me if you're starting to see things in the beginning that you don't like, it's not really going to change. And there's some things that as a woman you can, I feel like, change in a guy, like the clothes he wears sometimes, but like certain personality things
you are so smart to know that. People, can I tell you how many? I'm honestly amazed that you're only 31 because your wisdom. No, I'm serious. Your wisdom belies your years. So many women, my daughter's friends, they think that they're going to change a guy. And you're right. No. You can get him maybe on a good day to put his socks in the hamper. But if you think you're going to change his basic characteristics, that is not happening.
You're barking up the wrong tree. And like you said, a red flag is a red flag. They're not changing. You can alter some things. And I would definitely, to Anonymous who wrote into us, thank you so much. What I would do is nip it in the butt. He cannot do that anymore. That's a deal breaker.
For you,
as far as I'm concerned, that's a deal breaker. If he continues, seriously.
It's a deal breaker for me too. Plus, like, also, why are you like keep saying this about the girl? Like, are you thinking about her? Like, you should be thinking about me if I'm your significant other.
Right. Yes. It's not funny. People say things all the time, you know, and then they think if they add on the tagline, it's just a joke.
It's just that it's okay. Relax. That right there pissed me off.
It's not okay. It's not okay.
So like, go find new jokes. Go find new jokes.
Done.
All right.
And you don't get to have me then. That's all.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's their loss.
And then some people would say, Anonymous, then you do what he does and see how it feels. That I don't believe.
I don't believe in being spiteful.
No, it doesn't.
There's no need for that.
Does it make you feel better? Right?
No.
See,
it's not a game. It's not a game either. Like, I feel like a lot of people play games, whether they've been with somebody for like a year or like before they're seriously dating. Like, I hate the games. Like, some people are like, oh, he just texted me. I need to wait an hour before I answer. Me, I'm like,
my God.
I'm going to answer right now. Like, I don't have time to wait an hour.
We are all the same.
I'm multitasking all day long. I don't have time to like go back and be like, oh, because then I'll forget to answer you.
Wait,
and then
how long
even
has
worse.
It been? Yes.
Yeah,
Can
no,
I
I'm
answer
like,
now?
I don't care. I'm like, I'm going to answer you right now.
I'll do it first too. I don't care.
Me too. I don't care.
Me either.
Have you asked a guy out?
No. So I do a draw line. I will never ask. I won't approach a man first. I won't ask a guy first. The first like date, 2 dates, I will have him like reach out. Well, I won't have him. I would like for him to reach out to me, but I have no problem texting somebody being like, how's your day going? I don't think that's weird, but I won't. I don't think that's weird, but I won't ask a guy out the first couple of times.
Do you pay?
A guy at the bar.
Wait, do you pay on a first date? Do you offer to pay?
I have before, yes. And I've been told from men that they really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Especially down here in Florida. I don't know why.
And Philly.
I just think it's a respectful thing. And
it is.
I don't ever want to come across a certain type of way. So I just think I feel comfortable doing it. I would feel uncomfortable sometimes if I didn't. Have I done it on every first date I've been on? Absolutely not. No. But there have been instances, probably when I was a little bit younger, that I did it. Now that I'm older, I haven't done it.
Okay, Susan, I'm depressed now. I'm depressed because look at her. She's beautiful. She's smart. She's wise. And
He's got it.
where's the
I have
line
a
of guys?
son. I have a son. I don't know what the age thing is.
How old is he?
He's 36 and beautiful.
Oh, okay.
Beautiful.
Well, you're beautiful, so we got it from his mama.
Oh, look at her.
Thank
All
you.
right. We're just having
Okay.
so much fun with you. We're going to do this thing where we're going to just, get
Dig a little deeper, right?
dig a little deeper. Here we go.
Okay.
So, what musician? Because we probably don't know who they are anyway, because we're old. But what musician would you love to see perform live?
Ooh, I would love to see Morgan Wallen. I really want to go to
Oh,
his
I
concert.
love Morgan Wallen. You're a country fan?
Yeah, I like all kinds of music, honestly. I like old music. Like, I like the Doobie Brothers. I like Earth, Wind, and Fire. Like,
Oh
Oh,
my
she's
God.
my
I like-
girl. She's
I like
my
Whitney
girl.
Houston. I love 90s music. Like, I really do. I am an old soul. I've always been told that. I friggin' love 80s, 70s dance music, like all that stuff.
I still do. I still do.
I do too. I have a
Really?
90s playlist, but I am into country. So I would love to see Morgan Wallen in concert.
And pop
great.
country, in the more
Yeah,
modern
pop
country. Yes. Okay, so how do you unwind after a long day? What is your thing?
I like to bake banana bread, which I actually just did.
Oh
and
my
I did it.
I do too.
And I did it in the mansion and I gave it to all the girls and the cameramen. But after a long day, I will sit on the couch and I watch reality television, mainly The Real Housewives. I watched all of them. I just watched
Oh my
Beverly
God.
Hills last night. I just love The Real Housewives, honestly.
Oh my God, you know Kim Zolciak, right? I just did a show that's coming out in April, and I got to be in the same place with Kim. She was so fun.
Love that.
I
A lot
did-
of people
I
in
never
Jersey.
watched. Mhm.
A lot of people in Jersey that I know, a lot of makeup artists that are friends and stuff, have done some of their makeup and stuff. I've
Yes,
never met
yes.
the Jersey Housewives, and not even because I'm from Jersey. That's just my favorite,
Yeah.
like franchise is the Jersey one.
I love it. I love
Okay,
it.
so
Kat?
what is something, because you seem like you've done a lot in your life. What's something you've
Mhm.
always wanted to do but you haven't
Ah,
done yet? And
your
and
bucket
frankly,
list.
why haven't you done it? What is that thing that you haven't done
Yeah.
yet?
What comes
Something
to
that I
mind
haven't
first?
done.
But you want
but
to
the
do.
first thing that has come to mind is travel to Italy with my partner. Like, I just really want to go to Sicily and travel all of Italy with somebody. I went with my mom and my sister, but I was like, when I come back, I want it to be like romantic and be with my person. Like,
Okay.
that is.
I love that.
I can't so I took my family last year for my birthday to celebrate, and we had the best time. My son-in-law is Italian, family's from Sicily, so we had a great time. But not the whole time, because I love being with my family. But I was like, this would be so romantic if I had a partner here with me.
Absolutely.
I love my
I said
family.
the same
I
thing.
love
I went on an Eat, Pray, Love solo trip to Italy for 15 days. When I got off the plane, I was thinking, what the hell did I just do? And just like both of you were saying, every couple hours I had a moment, this would be so special if I had my person with me. I still enjoyed every minute of it. It was
Of
life
course.
changing.
How could you not?
Yeah.
I agree.
Have you done solo traveling, Allie?
No, I haven't. That's something I haven't done.
I
And
haven't either.
Yeah. Like, people are even like, a girl can go sit at a bar, like at a nice golf course, and like go have a drink, and a guy will pick you up. But like, I don't feel comfortable
That's
doing
so
that.
not
But like,
true.
people like tell me
It's
to
so not true.
people tell me to do that. Like, go bring your laptop and go do work, and like a guy will find you. And I'm like, no, I'm good.
No, we're good. We're
Wait,
good.
are your
We
friends?
don't have
Do
time to
you not?
waste.
Wait, do you not have friends setting you up, Allie Joe? I mean, I'm not. I'm really not blowing hot air. You know where? You are absolutely stunning. Do you feel like men are afraid to ask you out, or what's? Do you have
I
friends?
don't listen. I don't know. Like, my family, like me and my sister, are the only ones who are not married, engaged, have kids, and they're like, "Why?" I'm like, I don't know. If I knew, I would not be single, and I've been on a television show to find a man because I didn't even find one there. I don't know. I don't know if it's me, and it's not like I have like these crazy requirements. Like, somebody did say to me, they're like, "You
What
must
about
have
your
like a
list?
crazy." You must have a list or like high expectations. And I'm like, I actually really don't.
Neither do you.
Which
You're
makes me-
repeating what we've said.
Yes.
It's
And it makes
crazy.
me believe, once again, Kathy, just like I was told and you were told, men are intimidated by your beauty, by your strength, they're just afraid.
Thank you, Susan. Oh, you meant Allie Joe.
Both of you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really do. You guys
No,
are
I'm
so
serious.
sweet.
Okay, now I have one. What's one piece of advice that you've always kept within you? Someone gave you a piece of advice and you've never forgotten it.
You can't make someone else happy until you're happy. I learned that like with my
Oh,
parents.
you gotta love yourself.
And you don't know what happens behind closed doors. Because when I was little, I would compare like my family dynamic or my body like to other people, and people seem perfect. And, 20 years later, now that social media is a big thing, like, not everything is always what it seems. And you can't make anybody happy until you feel fulfilled and you feel good in your life. And then I feel like if you radiate positivity and good energy, you get that in return.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people
about
don't think that from me if they don't know me, if they've only seen me on social media or television. But like my real people, my clients, like I love to give good energy and I like to surround myself with positive people. So,
and I won't surround myself with negativity. Absolutely not. Absolutely
I'll
not.
exit.
Yeah, it just literally sucks the air out of the room.
Yes.
Okay, one of my favorite questions that I love to ask is, I guess because I was a writer.
I knew you were going to take that one.
My degree is we're so similar. My degree from college is English, and I love
me
to write.
too. Me too.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
I'm telling you,
Give
if
her
I
the
just
title, Kat.
if I just were your height and your weight and your beauty, I'd have it all. Okay, what would the title of your autobiography be?
A Cup of Joe. That's me.
Oh, that's a great title.
Yeah.
You must have thought that through. That didn't just come to you.
Well, it's my Instagram handle, but it did start by, I had a blog called A Cup of Joe. I have a mug called A Cup of Joe, a jacket. It was kind of like my brand,
It's your thing.
so to say. Yeah. And I'll tell you a little bit about it. So basically where A Cup of Joe comes from is my name is Allie Joe. A lot of people call me JoJo. Coffee's really expensive. Love coffee. And I'm loud, energetic, so I'm like a cup of Joe. But what originally transpired from that was I used to rate boutique fitness gyms in New York City, Philly, and New Jersey. And I would rate them 1 to 5 cups of Joe, like the trainer, the workout, the lobby, this, anything, the front desk staff. Because
she's one smart
coffee,
cookie.
I love cookies, but like coffee, it's expensive once you get all those add-ons. Like I'll walk out of a coffee place and spend $10. So people are intimidated to go try fitness classes and they're expensive. So I was like, there's really nobody reviewing classes. So I started to do that. And then COVID hit a couple of months later and I was doing it for like online classes. And then I just kind of stopped and Cup of Joe just always stuck.
Wow.
And then you went to Bachelor.
Yeah.
So what, that is an amazing accomplishment.
That's good.
What
that
is your
good.
greatest accomplishment so far? Because you are an accomplished woman.
Thank you. I think moving to Florida by myself, I didn't know anybody in Fort Lauderdale. I took a leap of faith. I literally moved everything. Like I found a sublease, figured it out. Where did I want to move? Then I went back to Jersey, packed all my stuff up. My mom did help me. But like my furniture, I came down here, did it by myself.
Why Fort Lauderdale? Why I love Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, I love it here. I was originally actually like thinking of like Boca, Delray area. And then this opportunity came about and I pivoted because I was like, it's new. And like I said earlier, I like to be challenged. It's a young area. I was about to be 30 years old. I like a city because I used to live in Jersey City and work in New York City, but it's not too big of a city where you're like overwhelmed.
I can walk down this.
Hey, Susan, we can cross Fort Lauderdale off our list. Did you hear what Allie Joe said? It's a really young city with young people.
I lived in Fort Lauderdale.
It's a mix.
Young has become a 4-letter word to me.
It's mixed. It's mixed. But I'm 3 miles from the beach. I'm not even a mile away from like where all the bars and restaurants are. So I love it. It makes me happy.
Yeah, it's a beautiful area. It really is.
Yeah,
wow.
It is.
Right. Okay. How about, do you, if any, what advice would you give to someone younger that's dating? What could you tell them? What bit of advice?
I would say don't overthink every little thing that you do or overthink every little comment that the man says.
I'm sorry, Allie Joe, could you repeat that to Susan? Would you repeat that to Susan? Just repeat that. Say Susan and then say it again.
God.
Susan, don't overthink everything.
I do. I can't help it.
I mean, listen. I used to do the same thing, and I do to a certain extent, but I feel like you get so caught up in that and you get nervous. And what I've realized is, because I have dated, people the last couple of years, is that if I can't be myself around you and you give me anxiety, like this is not going to go anywhere, and justifying behavior that's not justifiable. So just be you, and someone's going to love that.
Is it not work not to be yourself? You're trying to be your best person for that. No, I can't. I
You
just
can't.
can't.
And I've been there and done that. And that's what I've learned
Sure,
from. I
we
always
all
like to
have.
learn
It
from
was-
mistakes.
yeah.
Absolutely.
And it was the same thing on the show, be yourself. And Susan and I used to look at each other on the Golden Bachelor and go, well, who the hell else are we going to be?
Yeah.
Like,
What do you
we
mean?
Yeah.
We're not,
And I
we're
think
not
that's why
here to
Julia,
act.
that's why Juliana and I like got along, I feel like, so well, because we would have these conversations like, I'm just going to be me, take it or leave it. Like, that's just
It
how,
is what it is.
and we got along
Yes.
because the first night we like literally said that to each other. But yeah, younger people, I think just be yourself. Somebody is going to absolutely love it. And if they don't, then it's a blessing in disguise and you'll
Then-
find your person.
then they're not
So if
enough for
you-
you.
If you were stranded on a deserted island and you could only bring 3 girls from your season, and I think we already know Juliana's going to be one of them,
Yeah.
who would they be?
Juliana, Parisa, and Vicky.
Oh, interesting.
Tell me why.
Yes. We just became like super close. We had a super tight bond. Vicky is an NFL cheerleader and she's danced her whole life. I danced, so we bonded on that. And she was just very like, I'm me. Like, I remember her and I were sitting down one time, like, yeah, we need to see if we like Grant. Like, yes, he has to like us, but like, we need to see if we like
Thank
him
you.
as well.
Thank you. I
And we
love
had this
that.
whole conversation about it. And Parisa is like me. She's just like her happy self and take it or leave it, happy go lucky, like no
Mhm.
drama. And I love being around people that are like that. Like they're just them. That's what makes you you.
Yeah.
So
I
I love
those
it.
two.
Okay, do you have any questions or advice for us? Because I keep saying you're smart and
Don't
you're intelligent. too.
overthink it.
Well, you told Susan, what, you have any questions or advice for us? I'd be dying to hear it.
Well, I want, how's like your dating life? Like, are you, because like my mom was single. She's with somebody. I call him
Where
my
did
stepdad.
she meet him? Where did she meet him?
At a restaurant or like a bar that is like popular in Jersey, and they were together and then took time off, but now they're together again. And I always had an issue that I hated every single guy my mom dated after my dad. I was mean as hell to them. But
Like,
he
you're
was
not
the
coming in
first.
here and telling me what
Yeah,
to do.
I was like very overprotective, but
Yeah.
the person she's with now, I absolutely
You love
adore
him?
him. I love him.
That's so good.
I want what my mom and her partner have. Like I truly do. Me and my sister always say that. So for you ladies, like, do you date? Are you on apps? Or you just
Well,
go out?
Susan can give her answer. My answer is
Smelling
very
my
short.
jasmine.
My answer is very short, Allie Joe.
Let's hear it.
Crickets.
Do you hear it? It's crickets.
Do you ladies feel that like the show changed anything in your lives, like in this chapter of your lives?
I can say for me, it just made me, and Susan and I agree on this, it just affirmed that we are enough, that we're good people and we're happy and we live life to the fullest and we're doing the right thing. Because
I love that.
that's for me. And that we talked about that.
Just like her cup of Joe. My motto and my book would be called Enjoy Who You Are. And I've done that all my life. I mean, I make my own rules. It's my world. And not everybody agrees with that.
And
But
that's
being
okay.
on that show confirmed that I love myself. I have days that, you doubt and you overthink, but it's about no contact with the outside world. Remember,
Yeah.
all you
That was hard.
have are the ladies to wake up to every single morning. I wasn't jealous. I was encouraging and happy for somebody that got a one-on-one
Yeah.
as you
Although
were.
Susan, and I'm not going to put you on the spot here, Allie Joe, if you were interested in Grant, but Susan and I have gone on the record, so I'm not giving anything away here. We knew pretty early on that I was about to say
We were
Grant.
in a friend zone.
I was about to
Yeah.
say Grant,
No.
not Grant. I was about to say that Susan and I figured out really quickly that we were just friends with Gary. Nice guy, but not our guy. So for us, it made it a lot easier.
Easier. Yeah.
To
I agree with that. I can relate to that, I feel.
yeah.
Remember, Kathy, you made a statement. You said to me, what if he was your person that you really were into him? And what was my response?
She
And
said,
I'm going to ask you
I'll
this,
never
Allie.
forget it. I'll never forget it. Susan said she would have behaved very differently, acted very differently. If she'd want him, she would have gone after him.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't see that side of me because if there's something I want, I usually
You're going to
go
go
at
after it.
Yeah.
You're damn
Yeah.
right.
I'm the same
Well,
way.
yes.
On all these happy notes, everyone's going after the guy they want. I don't know if we're going to be in paradise, but if you
we
go,
we gotta go.
We want to go.
You're going.
We're putting out the positive vibe that we get invited. And if we go and you go, we will see you there. And
oh my God, we'll be besties.
I think if I do go and you guys are there, I kind of love this. Like, I don't know what the dynamic is going to be, but I love it because, like I said, I'm so close to my mom and I love hanging out with people that are older. And like,
we'll be going out with our mother.
It gives me that sense of like home and like warmness.
We have kids your age, Allie Jo.
Yeah,
we
like,
have
I love
kids your age.
I'll be hanging out with you guys.
So, Allie Jo, you have watched past seasons of Paradise, correct?
Yes.
So I tried to catch up on it and see what it's all about. It is way different.
Yeah,
like
it's wild.
Totally different than our experience.
Well, you know what, Susan? No one's going to spill what goes on in Paradise. If we get to go, we're going to find out by ourselves, as will Allie Jo. And we just know that we're not dating the younger guys and they're not dating us. That's what we know. But we got to wrap here. That's going to do it for this episode of Bachelor Happy Hour's Golden Hour. Thank you so much to you. You are a lovely person, truly inside and out, and you are incredible with the great advice. So thank you.
Yes, you are.
Thank
you are
you
very,
for having
very
me.
wise, very wise. And I am looking forward to staying with you, keeping company with you, and having some fun with you for sure.
Yes, stay in touch.
Absolutely. And thank everybody for joining us today. And make sure you follow Bachelor Happy Hour as we have new, exciting episodes coming out every week that you don't want to miss. Make sure to submit your questions to us. You can go to bachelornation.com/golden hour, or you can just DM us on Instagram at Bachelor Happy Hour.
Listen to Bachelor Happy Hour's Golden Hour on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you listen to podcasts. Until next time, have a great week.